Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell by the title, we are going to Coachella. This is going to be my first Coachella, so I'm super excited to take you guys along with me. We're going to be going through the Coachella prep with me doing my hair, doing my nails, getting my brows done. I got my hair done today, so I got my bangs back and also got my hair shorter and layered. We're going to get my nails and brows done next week. And then we're off to weekend 2 of Coachella. In terms of stay, I'm going to be staying with my friend Stacy and her friends. They have gone every year or most of the years for like the past 7 to 8 to 10 years. So it's very nice to be living and staying with veterans. We really didn't have to plan too much in terms of stay. So shout out to them. Of course, they are also planning all of like the food situation too. I am very excited, but also very nervous. But yeah, I'm super excited to also just take you guys along with me to my very first Coachella.
Hi everyone, we made it to India. I don't think I'm gonna give like a full tour because I don't know if they're gonna be coming back next year, and I just want to respect privacy. But we ended up in the game room. Unfortunately, it's really bright in here. They got the gym lights. Once the lights are off, it's really dark. So now and I have to sleep with the TV on. We're just blowing up our beds. We're gonna get everything set up. We're gonna take a shower, do a little bit of self-care, eat and watch Love Island. So that is it for day 0. Everybody is at the other house. I think they're having barbecue. I'm overwhelmed. There's too many things.
I need friendly hand jobs on it. Okay.
We are about to head to Coachella. Editing Lon here, I feel like there were a lot of empty clips within this video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a breakdown of what happened. So after we got into the festival, we ended up going to the lockers, put down all our things. Stacy ended up getting one large locker for the entire house, but I don't think all of us used it, only some. And then we headed over to the Gap hoodie house. Okay, the Gap hoodie house was the only souvenir that I wanted to get from Coachella, and I left with nothing. We got in around 1:30. We stayed in line. Mind you, it was pretty long, but it took a while to get in. Nobody told us that we could get in if we had a Gap account. You can get in if you have ADA. We didn't find that out till later. Mind you, we were in line from like 1:30 to like 5, almost 6. My feet was already killing me. Literally by the time we got inside, I could not do it anymore. But thankfully we were just standing in one spot, so I just took off my boots whenever possible. We ended up missing Beanie, and I really wanted to see Beanie, but I was like, I also want this Gap hoodie more. So that was like really disappointing. Not getting a jacket, missing Beanie, whatever.
We're so tired. We gave up on merch at the hoodie house. That's crazy. We made it to the front and we left. Barely. We didn't do it anymore. My feet was hurting and we're hungry. We're gonna sit here for a little bit and then gonna go get food.
want the toast.
Yeah. Like hard shaped shit.
No, I wanted to make breakfast sandwiches. Like I have like, I'm making like soup and I'm like cutting like little buns.
So cute.
I'm like, oh, macaroni.
For just yourself.
Yeah.
That's cute. Did you see her yesterday? No. No, girl. She has ADA response too. Sitting right here. No, I don't think so.
How many milk I use?
Protein. Oh.
So for Saturday, we ended up not leaving until a little bit later. I think we left like around 3:30, 4 maybe, but we didn't even get into the festival until like 6, which was insane. Natalie and I didn't have anyone that we wanted to see until 7, and I think our car did too. As soon as we got in, Natalie, Crizzle, and I literally rushed over to the mango sticky rice station in Sahara. Mind you, so far, the campgrounds is humongous. We literally like rushed over there, got in line. We still had to wait. It wasn't a really quick line. I'm sure like we waited like 20-25 minutes. And then after getting our food, we rushed over to see Giveon. He was great. I didn't really get many horizontal footage of his performance, but I had a lot of vertical ones, so I'll include them here.
I can't pretend I can't ignore it, right? Don't think you wanna know. Just know you making it look real good. Oh! Where the ladies at? Shout out to the beautiful ladies in the house tonight.
Here are a few other people from our list that I wanted to see. I really wanted to see Taemin, but his set was at 7:30 and Giveon wasn't until 7, and we were a little bit late to Giveon. I think we were like 10 minutes late going into his set because we were coming from Sahara. Another person on the list that I wanted to see was Labyrinth, but it wasn't like a must see. The times were just clashing, and I think after Giveon we ended up going to get food again because the mango sticky rice was not enough. I think we ended up getting the paella, which everybody hypes about, but I think it's okay. Natalie thinks it's mid. I don't know if it's because like of how they made it for us, but I thought it was okay. After going to the bathroom, we ended up going to see Pink Panthers. Oh my god, I was so excited because I know she was gonna bring out Zara Larsson, but why did she start with Stateside and did not bring her out? She was trying to surprise the crowd, and I was really annoyed because I really wanted to hear Stateside with her and Zara. But it's fine, I guess, kind of, because Zara ended up coming out a little later anyways, so I guess it's fine. Since Pink Panthy started like around 9, we were there for a set for like, I guess, 30 minutes. Some of us started heading over to main stage for Justin at 9:30, and we just started camping out, and then more and more of us started coming in from our house and the other house. So we were a really big group. It was great. It could be better, but it was pretty decent. It wasn't super close, but we weren't insanely far.
With the old chat. What's up, chat? What are we doing in here? You guys having a good time here? I'm so glad to be here with you guys tonight. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have the time of our lives. We're just getting started. I am a shoulder, that long melody. Right on my shoulder, whenever you need.
It is Sunday and your girl is on cooking duty. I still can't believe we ended up waking up at 9:30 a.m. to cook breakfast because Everybody stayed up until like 5 or 6 a.m. Me, I went to bed probably by like 4. I literally had to force myself to go to sleep. I had to wake up the next morning and shower. So technically, I was running on like 4 or 5 hours in sleep. Everybody else, though, I don't know how Michelle and John did it because I'm sure they probably stayed up till like 5. Yeah, I don't know, but we made it work, and the food was bussin', and we finished on time. So by the time we were done, everybody was awake and fed. So that's a win for me. We left a little bit later on Sunday, and I kind of wish Nelly and I left earlier with earlier group, more so because we wanted to do several activations, and we didn't think it was gonna take us that long to leave. And plus, like adding on the traffic to get into the festival, it was just a lot. But we were able to do one activation, which was the Alaska Airlines one, so that was really cool. Shout out to the Sherry and Nina for getting us in because they had ADA, so they can bring a +1. And because of that, we didn't have to wait in no line, which was amazing because I'm fucking tired of waiting in lines. By the time we got in, the sun was kind of setting, and Crystal was able to get some pictures, and I think Natalie too, but I was just so overstimulated. You can see in the clips, there was so many people, so many people walking, so many people taking pictures. I really got to give to the girls who are committed to the bit because I cannot. I was very overstimulated. Overall, I would give my first Coachella experience an 8 out of 10. I think what would have made it a 10 would be me getting the Gap hoodie, not having to spend most of my Friday in line, and us going to the festival grounds a little bit earlier on Sunday, just to experience like the activations and all that stuff. But aside from that, the vibes and the music were amazing. Our house is amazing. It's so cute that they did an affirmation bag. I literally have it sitting on my counter. I think it's the sweetest thing, and it's so nice. My recommendations for if you're going to Coachella, I think going with a big group is fun because let's say if you don't want to go to a certain artist, another person would want to go see the artist that you want to see. So I think that's really cool. Thankfully, Natalie and I have the same taste in music, so we were always with each other. But we still were able to meet with several people from the group because of our music taste. So I thought that was really cool. Another tip is to bring snacks. You can bring snacks into the festival. I brought dried mangoes, and I think they got like trail mix, and it was really helpful because I get hangry and you don't want me to be hangry because it's going to be a bad time and I'm going to be complaining. So I know myself, and I packed some snacks, and it was really helpful. If you're gonna bring boots, make sure you're wearing the right socks and preparing your feet for those boots. And if you're not, I would just get a locker and bring a pair of shoes to change into. Another thing is that it doesn't really get that cold. Everybody says it does get cold, but maybe it was just the weekend that we went because it was still pretty chill. Like it wasn't super windy. I didn't really wear a jacket at all for all 3 days, and I was fine. So I don't think you need a jacket, but then again, if you get a locker, you can put your jacket in there so you don't have to spend money. And that way, if you miss out on getting merch, you still have something to wear. Speaking of merch, I would recommend pre-ordering it if possible. I know the collaboration with Gap is new for this year. So I think it was just a very overwhelming experience because it was their first time. But if they're coming back next year and you're going next year, I would recommend a pre-order whenever you can. I know you can't for merch, but I would just say go to the festival grounds early if you can. But yeah, that is all for my Coachella experience. I would say I'm super introverted and I am out of my festival era, but Coachella is really fun if you're going with the right people and if, you know, the lineup is people who you want to see. I definitely recommend doing so. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it below. I will try my best to respond. That's all. Bye.